Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be testing out the new Mithmillo Neon Stamping Gel series and creating 10 different nail designs. We're also going to be trying out the new Mithmillo Lace stamping palettes that you see here. There are 3 of them. And then along the way of testing out these beautiful neon colors, we're going to troubleshoot some common problems that happen when it comes to stamping with gel. We're going to figure out what works, what didn't, and how to get that clean stamping image every time. So if you're into nail stamping, especially with these new trendy gels, then this video is definitely going to be for you. So let's get into it. All right, so we're going to get into these stamping plates. I already have our base colors. We have some whites. I have a little bit of a neutral nude going on, and then a little bit of a delicate bubble glitter moment going. So before we get into the stamping, I'm just going to go ahead and cleanse the nails with a lint-free alcohol wipe. That's just going to remove that tacky adhesion layer. And then this right here, the silicone tool, I find that this works really well when working with these stamping gels. So here's what the packaging looks like. If you remember about like 3 weeks ago, we played with the Mithmillo stamping gels in the white, the black, and that see-through. And now these are the new colors to the family. These are neons, which are so fun and vibrant. I really love the packaging. The cover, the protective seal, moves off so easily. And I'm just testing out the consistency here, and it definitely feels like that same viscosity that we got with the original stamping gels. Another thing that I'm noticing right off the bat is that there is no strong chemical scent to them, which I love so much. All right, so I'm just gonna work some of that product into the stamping plate, and I'm using that silicone tool. And then once I have the product onto the plate, and I'm going to go ahead and use a silicone scraper card. I've been loving this style scraper card. You can totally use a plastic one as well. And then I'm just going to scrape that extra product off. And then this is going to be like our first test. So I'm kind of following the same steps that I did when we used the original white and the black. And right now I am struggling to pick up an image at all. You can see I am desperately trying. This is like my 3rd or 4th time already. Now this transfer, it came out kind of okay, but still not the best. So at this point, I'm thinking maybe I have too much product. Maybe I don't have enough product. Maybe it is my actual stamper. Maybe it is this stamping plate, because I was not able to pick up an image that I liked to save my life here at the moment. So instead of getting frustrated with that, I'm going to go ahead and now pivot. We're going to use a different stamping plate to see maybe it's the stamping plate. So I'm going to go ahead and put some product on there. I'm scraping, and then we're just going to press down and then roll, and look at this. We have an image. It is green, it is bright, it's vibrant. I'm just trying to flash cure it for like 3 seconds to see if that helps, because we tried a stamping gel that I flash cured for a few seconds and it made all the difference in the world. For this one in particular, I would not recommend flash curing. You're going to see here why in a moment. But for this design in particular, it actually worked really well. We have this really fun snakeskin coming through. Now there's a bare area here. I'm just going to tap it right onto there. And then once we have this completely covered with all the stamping image that we want, I am going to go ahead and then just give it a full cure for 60 seconds. So this stamping plate worked with this green. So now I'm thinking it probably was the stamping plate, but I'm determined to get those to work. So spoiler alert, I did master the stamping plates. So that's the thing when you are working with a new product, especially we're working with a new gel and we're working with a new stamping plate, give yourself some wiggle room and some grace to just figure out the products, how they're going to work, do a little bit of trial and error. All right, so now we're going to go in with this gorgeous blue, and look at this. We are back to the lace stamping palette, because let me tell you, I am determined to get these to work. All right, so I picked up less product now, and then we're just going to go ahead and just press down and then roll. I find that pressing and rolling really helps when it comes to this stamping gel and the stamping palette. But look at this, we finally have the perfect lace transfer. I could not be more excited about this. Look at that. And this blue is so vibrant. I really like these because they're not really transparent. All right, so I went ahead and flash cured for about 2 to 3 seconds. And then once I went ahead and pressed down, this is when I decided these gels do not work great for flash curing, because look, we have a very sparse area there. It came out very stringy. So I went ahead and picked up a new image, and then we did not flash cure it. And we're going to press right down onto the nail, and look at that. We have the perfect transfer. Now I do see a little bit of ink right above that design. So before we go ahead and cure it, I'm going to take a lint-free wipe with a little bit of alcohol and just clean that up. And then look at that. I will say when you do press the stamper down to the nail, I am noticing that the image is not smearing or spreading. So that is a plus. You're getting a really good clean image. So let's go ahead and dive into the other colors. Up next, we have this really fun orange. I really like the opacity of these gels. I was kind of fearing, especially when it comes to a neon, that when we were stamping with these, that they were going to be very kind of like transparent and not as bright, and we were going to have to build it up. I was just thinking it was going to be a very light coverage. That is not the case. These are very vibrant and opaque. All right, so we have this really fun design. I'm going to put it on the white background here, and we're just going to go ahead and press down. Again, that is not cured. It didn't smear or smudge, and look at that. All right, so now we're getting into the rest of the colors here. For the yellow, I figured this yellow screams smiley face to me. So that is exactly what we're doing. We're just going to take some product here and just work it into the stamping plate. Now see how I'm rubbing the product in with the silicone tool? I don't recommend that. As we went through this process, if you just go ahead and just like dab the product onto the stamping plate and then let the scraping card kind of work the product into the stamping plate, that actually worked a lot better. So I did not like that first smiley. It was a little smeary, but the second one, we have a really awesome smiley face. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that right to the white nail. I feel like this would have looked better more like on a nude or just like a pink background. I feel like those smiley faces really would have just shined through on the white. It's kind of just a little bit of washed out, but I absolutely love those adorable smiley faces. And then the last color is the pink, right? Who doesn't love a good pink? So we're just going to do a fun little image here. It's kind of giving me kind of retro vibes, especially with the really fun neon colors that we're working with. So we press down and then a roll here, and then we have these little hearts. It's kind of like confetti meets a little heart kind of action here. And we're going to go ahead and place it right on top of the white here. And again, that is not cured. And then look at that. Perfect. That pink, it is absolutely vibrant. The best part about working with gels, if you have any bare spots, you can go ahead and fill those in. You don't have to rush with your stamping image. You can really take your time because that image is not going to dry until you pop that nail into the lamp. But overall, I'm really excited about these neon colors. And now I want to go in and now we're going to mix some colors together. So we're going to pull in some leopard print and we're going to pull in some green. So see how I'm just dabbing the product right onto the stamping plate this time? This right here worked so much better. So now I want to go ahead and try that with the lace stamping palettes to see if we can get those to really work. All right, so now that we have this mixture of colors, this right here is a really fun combination. It's kind of giving a Lisa Frank moment. We have this gorgeous neon ombre, and we're going to pull it onto one of the nude kind of style nails, and I'm just going to go ahead and pop that right on the nail, and look at that. That is fun. I really like the rainbow kind of style ombre look. So now tackling the lace palette. Now we're going to go in and do a little bit of a layering moment. So we're going to focus on this design on the upper right hand corner. We're going in with the pink, and I only scraped it once, and then we're just going to press and then roll, and then we have an image. So you don't want to over scrape when it comes to the lace stamping plate. You just want to scrape once, and then you're going to get, that's what I found out made the best image for me. So now that we have that pink right on here, I am going to cure this just because I don't want to risk like smudging once we go ahead and layer this, but I'm really impressed with the detail that we picked up. I'm just going to clean with a lint-free wipe and rubbing alcohol, go in with the orange, go ahead, scrape it once, then press and roll. And then we're going to go ahead and just place that right above the cuticle line here, and then right below where that pink kind of gave it kind of like a little ombre kind of flowy kind of color moment here, kind of giving it a gradient effect. And this is really fun, just a great way to combine two colors, some easy, effortless nail art. So now I'm curious, I want to pivot back to the original color here. I want to see if I can get this to work with the black. So I just placed a little there, and we're just going to go ahead and scrape and then press and then roll. And you want to not press too hard. You want to have a very delicate hand when it comes to when you are rolling the stamper. I think before when we were trying, I was stamping too hard, and then we're just going to go ahead and stamp this right onto the nail. I will say I really like this black lace moment over this nudie kind of glitter. That was absolutely stunning. So now that we got that to work, I want to go ahead and just stamp all the colors here on the stamping plate to do a rainbow design. So what I took away from this lace stamping plate is, again, we did a lot of trial and error, but this method right here of just dabbing the pigment right onto the plate itself worked wonders, and then just doing a one-time scrape and then just having a very light hand when it came to the stamper made all the difference in the world. So I've seen a lot of reels where people are like really scraping and removing tons of product from the stamping plate and then pressing straight down and then picking up. That does not work for me. So the steps that I showed you right here, this is what gave me the stamping image and absolutely worked, because I was trying to do what I was seeing in other reels and I was not getting that same effect. All right, this is really fun. I feel like this would be really cool on a darker background as well. I'm going to stay tuned for that. I will test it on a darker background at a later time. But I wanted to go back to the black one more time because I was very hypnotized by this and I really wanted to make sure that I was still getting this stamping plate to work, but I'm absolutely obsessed with the stamping plates. There are 3 different lace designs, and I think that they're just such a fun way to just incorporate really easy, effortless nail designs. And I didn't add any more product to this plate. I just went back in with the scraper card, and I still was able to pick up this kind of clean, detailed, pigmented stamping image. Isn't that awesome? I just really loved how that turned out. And then for this one, I originally was just gonna do a little bit of like a French moment, but I did not clean up the stamping image that was on the top of this. And I'm so glad I didn't, because along the way, look at this, we are gonna create a really fun design. We have the French on the bottom, and then we have this beautiful lace at the top. And I'm just gonna fill in some of the bare areas here, and then check it out. We created this really fun design. Over the black, this green with the black, that is just absolutely everything. All right, so now I want to do a little chrome moment. So I really wanted to see if the transparent would work on the lace stamping palette. So I'm just going to put a little bit of product on there. Again, let the scraper card do the work and then just press down and roll. And this transparent gel is really fun. Let me show you. So if you look very closely, you can see it has like a faint gray kind of black moment to it. And then we're just going to go ahead and press it onto the nail. And then here, I'm going to go ahead now and give this a cure for a full 60 seconds. And while that's cured, I'm going to go in with a bronze chrome powder. And now we're going to chrome right on top of that. I also did a matte background before I went ahead and did that stamping image, so we could do a little bit of an isolation kind of chrome moment. So we have this beautiful bronze color, and then I'm going to go in, and then it looks like a hot mess, right? But once I go in with this little sponge here and just clean all that extra powder away, we have the perfect isolated chrome lace design that is absolutely stunning. And I did it on top of the Bevlah Cotton Pastel. This is one of the blue colors in that collection. This is kind of giving a wedding kind of moment, like something borrowed, something blue. This is very beautiful, just like this. I'm absolutely obsessed with how this is looking. This is what it looks like with the top coat. I'm going to show you all the nails now with a top coat so you can see all the beautiful designs. But I'm so glad that we mastered those lace stamping plates, because I was determined those plates were the issue the whole time. But I'm glad we went back and we got them to actually work. Again, so if you're having trouble with your stamping, just try different techniques, because that makes all the difference in the world. And I really hope that you found some tips and tricks that were really helpful for you on your stamping journey. And if you've already mastered your gel stamping journey, this was a great video for you to see some brand new colors in action and to see some different designs in these gorgeous stamping plates in action. I love all these designs. I will say, I like this one, but I do love the lace designs the best, so I cannot wait to dive into more of that lace stamping palette and create some fun neon lace designs, which will be perfect for summer. So everything that you saw in today's video can be found in that description box below. Now, these gels from Mithmillo do sell out fairly quickly, so if you do miss out, just hit that notification button and then stay tuned. I will also let you know when these are back in stock. So let me know what your favorite design was from today's set, and I will see you all in the next one.